can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Maybe put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give an F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Trying to earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque yo no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy.
Yeah,
I can do this with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed.
Check 1 2. Let me see those airplane emojis in the chat if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I see you, Moderific Quarter Block. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. No Gear Motorsports is back in the house. Good to see you, man. It's been a long time. Oh my God, long time no see. Tell me about it. It has been, I think, 2 to 3 months since my last live stream. I'm not proud to say that, but I also don't regret it. I have my reasons. I've been busy. I haven't stopped. The content hasn't stopped. If you've noticed, I have been posting videos very frequently in the time that I've been missing as far as live streaming. So sadly, the live streaming itself has fallen back as far as frequency. But the video content hopefully is improving. So obviously, only you guys can be the judge of if that is actually true. But Monorific Quarter Block, good to see you, man. Let's get the camera on. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. There it is. Hey, what is up, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my God, everybody's here. What's up, guys? Benjamin Hendricks in the house. Welcome to the stream. Yo, what up? Kerbalette is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Dennis, sir, good to see you as well. You're currently wrapping presents to the flight. Nice. Nice. That's very good. Northern Atlantic Aviation, good to see you, man. Good to see you as well. Gaston, Dwarven Pilot, good to see you, my friend. Latin Pilot is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I've missed you guys. I really have. I truly have missed you guys. I missed you too, Monorific Quarter Block, man. It's good to see you. I hope you guys are doing good. I really do. I hope you guys have been good. I hope you're healthy. I hope your families are good. I hope, like, you're living your best lives right now. It's Christmas is coming up here in, for some of us, less than 24 hours, depending on what time zone you live in. So Merry Christmas to all you guys who are watching right now. This will be my first and only stream before Christmas. I may be able to fit another stream in before the end of the year, but we'll see. My goal, as my goal has always been, is to actually stream a bit more frequently, at least once a week, if I can. But I've had other priorities that have stopped me from doing that. But we're not going to dwell on that too much. But it is good to see you guys. You just flushed the toilet on your A350 in the sim going long haul this evening. Well, I hope you have a good flight, man. Your daughter just got COVID. Oh no. Guess no in-laws. Man, it's crazy that COVID is still going around, but I guess it's kind of like a thing now, like the flu, right? Anyways, well, guys, let me do this properly. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy Blue, and we're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Yes, sir. And we're here in the Alaskan Airlines 737-800 from the newly released PMDG. But you guys know that this is not new news. This has been out since like last week, almost a week now. But this is my first time getting a chance to stream it. I've been flying it. I've been enjoying it. And we're currently here in Bozeman, Yellowstone Airport, and we're flying up to Seattle. So pretty simple flight, about an hour, 50 minutes long, not too long. Flight number is Alaskan 279, real world flight. Again, block time 202. We are going to be on that sim for half of our flight, but the beginning of our flight will be strictly on Say Intentions. There's no other ATC here in Bozeman, Yellowstone Airport, so we'll take advantage of the AI ATC of site intentions, and then if ATC stays online long enough, we may catch Seattle Center on our way into Seattle. So that's the plan. If you guys have any questions, let me know. As always, you guys are always free to join if you can. And if you can't, there's always a window seat just for you. So how about we get into it, yeah? Let me see those airplane emojis in the chat. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let me see the airplane emojis in the chat, and we'll get started. So let's bring music down here, and we'll hop into the flight deck of the Boeing 737. By the way, I did just post a tutorial video on 737. What, a week ago now? Yeah, about a week ago. So if you're looking to fly the 737, if you're new to flight sim, if you're a new simmer on PS5, Xbox, wherever you are, and you want to learn how to fly a Boeing 737, you can do that way. There are other much more detailed tutorials out there that you can watch as well. Mine is more of a quick start guide just to get you going, and then you can learn the rest as you go. All right, I'm gonna take my eyes off chat for just a little bit. So I'm not trying to ignore you, but I'll probably take another peek while we're loading up and everything like that. All right, cool. Let's go. All right, let's get it. I'm ready. All right, so to begin, we'll go down to our EFB. We're currently cold and dark in the PMD 737-800. Let me go over here, go to electronic flight bag. We'll go to request data from SimBrief. Oh, yep, there it is. So our flight is from Bozeman to Seattle. That's Kilo Bravo Zulu November. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the overhead. We do have kill the music completely, so we can actually enjoy the sounds. I will say, you know, PMDG did a pretty good job. Matter of fact, shout out to Echo 19. Love how Echo 19 has really like engulfed themselves and really implanted themselves in the civil flight sim community. Absolutely loving that. All right, so sound pack is by Echo 19 in the 737. So hit the battery. There it is, and ground power. Nice. All right, starting from the very tip top, we'll get our INS or IRS aligned, nav on the left and nav on the right. So let's slide down here on the left side. We'll go down to our fuel pumps and turn on our second forward fuel pump. That's good to go. And then we'll kind of do our flow here. Nothing to do there. Hit our emergency exit lights to arm and covered. We'll get our seatbelt signs to auto. That's good. Back up top, window heat 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll leave the probe heats off for now. We'll slide back down here. Everything looks good as we see. And that's pretty much all we do there. Lights set to steady and logo lights on. We are be cruising at 38,000 feet today. So we'll set our altitude now while we're up here and go get it out of the way. 38,000 feet. All right, beautiful. Now I have a few new toys that I've been testing and playing with lately in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 that have released. That is Flow Pro from Parallel 42, which is this right here. I can pop it up, so it actually completely replaces and gets rid of the ugly toolbar on the top of the screen. And we're gonna go request boarding from GSX. I still wish that PMDG in this latest update had actually integrated, like directly integrated GSX into the EFB or the FMS, sort of like how FS Labs has done it, how the Phoenix has done it, and how many other aircraft have done it, even I&I builds. But you know, is what it is. All right, so we should see that beginning, and shortly we'll see the jet bridge come up. While we wait for that, would be good. Doc Holiday, good to see you, man. Delivering that cheer for everyone. Absolutely, bro. Got to do it. Also, I am using Chase Plane as well. Kerbelet. Yep. I just picked that up. I was like day one. I've been waiting for that thing to come out forever. So all of my views today are all custom made with Chase Plane. Matter of fact, if I go to my flow here, you can see I have Chase Plane right here. So I have a bunch of views, and there's still more that I want to make, but all of my wing views are all now using Chase Plane, as well as our exterior views, which I'll show you guys a little later. All right, so let's go down into our FMS. So I am using WinWing as well. You're gonna see this camera every once in a while here, which is my control. Is it up? Here it is. My control camera. You'll see my control camera pop up every once in a while, as I am using the Moza yoke, Moza throttle. We'll explain more of that in the flight, but I have my WinWing for my autopilot and my FMS, so you can see me looking over, messing with that. Let's go do that really quickly. Let's go to FMC. We'll go to close that, position initialization, go to the next page, go to GPS left position, previous page, and we'll paste that into our IRS position. That's good to go. Go to route page, flight plan request, and there's our route right there in green, Bozeman to Seattle. And now we can actually set our payload right here in the FMS. So set payload, set fuel. All right, boom, that's it. We're now set. Like we've actually just set the fuel and payload. So 15.2, we'll confirm that right here. We see 15.2. That's how much fuel we have on board, so we're good to go there. Beautiful, nice. All right, let's go to select route on the FMS now. And it's gonna take a few moments, and then that'll pull up our flight plan for tonight. Yes, I'm using the Boeing WinWing autopilot panel and the Boeing WinWing FMS as well. All right, uplink is ready. We'll hit load on that. And this is the faster, cheat way of getting your flight plan and your payload loaded up in the PMDG. You could also do all of this completely manually if that's what you want to do, but I feel like for the sake of speed, we do it much faster. All right, so route data uplink, as you can see down here. Can you see that? Let me zoom it in a little bit. In fact, I have, so the way I have chase plane set up, or my camera set up, I have this view from the FMS, but I also have a close-up version. So I'll put that up right now. All right, route data uplink is good. Clear that, activate, execute. Beautiful. All right, now, all we need to do is go put in our departure arrival. So we click on departure arrival. We'll go to arrival. Matter of fact, hold that thought. Never mind, don't hold that thought. Let's continue. So we're expecting, as of right now, to use runway 12 here in Bozeman. We hit 12 here on the right side. It's going to be the Big Sky 2 departure, which is not coming up. Let me get rid of 12 here. Let's erase that. Hold on. Why am I not getting the Big Sky 2? Maybe my data is not up to date. Ooh, that's a problem. When's the last time we had an AIRAC change? Are you serious? All right, we'll have to substitute it out for something else. Let me check something out. Let me see if we can find a sub for that. Let's get ATC up though while we're waiting, and we'll get the ATIS. Or matter of fact, you guys can pick up the ATIS for me while we get a new departure. It's not coming in. Oh, you know what it is? I always forget this step. In the PMDG, you have to go down here and turn on the VHF radio.
Advise on initial contact, you have information read.
Alright, you guys should be hearing that now.
Bozeman, Yellowstone.
Alright, let's get a new departure.
Information read. 0156 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 12, 11 right, 3. Wind 125 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 1. Dew point -1. Altimeter 2988. Density altitude 3900
That's
feet.
988.
Advise on initial contact, you have information read.
Read? What is information read?
Bozeman, Yellowstone. Information
Romeo?
read. 0156
Read?
Zulu. Arriving and
W.
departing runways 12, 11 right, 3. Wind
I have
125
never
at
heard
7.
information read.
Visibility 10.
Oh,
Sky
I get
conditions,
it.
clear.
That's stupid.
Temperature 1. Dew point -1.
I get it. It's a Christmas joke.
Altimeter 2988.
Like a Christmas wreath.
Density altitude
That's so
3900
weird.
feet.
Okay.
Advise
not
on
saying
initial
that.
contact, you have information read.
That's so dumb.
Bozeman, Yellowstone. Information read.
Alright, 2988.
0156 Zulu. Arriving and departing
Plugged in.
runways 12, 11 right, 3. Wind 125 at 7.
Alright, switch over the clearance. Information wreath. What the heck? Alright, so I found a new departure. We're going to use the Haya 5 departure. It's an older departure, but it takes us the same direction as the Big Sky and the same transition as well. So we'll do the Haya 5 departure, runway 12 we'll ask for, and that should be good. We'll execute that. Routes. I think that's good. All right, cool. All right, let's go to departure arrival, and we'll get our actual arrival here, which will be the Glacier 2. Technically, it should be the Glacier 3. Again, my nav data is 1 cycle late right now. I didn't realize we had a new one. Not sure when that updated. I forgot to update it before the stream.
Delta 1845, IFR Atlanta, res copy.
Runway
Clearance
16
on request.
right,
Stand by.
ILS via.
Bozeman clearance, Delta 1845, IFR Atlanta, ready copy.
So loud.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Let's do Novia. Alright, let's go ahead and ask for IFR clearance to Seattle. Alright, my push talk working? Beautiful. Alright, Bozeman clearance, you Alaska 116, IFR to Seattle with whiskey. I'm not saying Reese. That's dumb.
Stand by. You're number 1.
I'm not saying that. That's dumb. Oh my goodness. What's up, Michael? Michael Ferguson. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. You're getting a lot of tech. Hold on.
Cleared to Seattle via the Big Sky 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.975 squawk 1456. Expect runway 12.
Alright. Clear to Seattle via the... Oh, wrong button. Clear to Seattle via the Big Sky 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after the departure. Departures on 118.975. Will squawk 1456 and expect runway 12. Alaska 116. We've been flying United a lot lately, so my call sign is getting confused.
Alaska 116, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.8.
Did they load us? But the jet bridge never came up. Did GSX ever load us up? Boarding requested. Deboarding complete. I don't know. I never saw them load us. We might skip it. Alright, so we got the read back correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 279. Departing from Bozeman, Yellowstone, and heading to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the
After the
overhead
AP started.
bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please do not hesitate to contact any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing Alaska
Elements in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Has Beyond ATC ever given me the wrong runway for departure? It does for you sometimes. I'm using Say Intentions right now, but Say Intentions also sometimes will give you the wrong runway or the runway you didn't initially want. I noticed at some airports it'll give you like a really short runway. Definitely don't like when it does that. Alright, AP starting up. Do I have a button for that? Drewski in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. Merry Christmas to you, bro. What's up, Element? Good to see you too, man. You're Mr. Hollywood. You're the one out here jet setting in like private jets lately. Come on, man. You're the one. All right, back inside. APU is up. APU didn't pop it on. All right, that's gonna give us some air for our passengers. Pack's gonna come on as well, and APU bleed on. All right, beautiful. Now the passengers in the back are now all good. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip the GSX boarding. I don't know what's going on with it. We'll go ahead and tell them to bring out the pushback truck. It might be at the airport. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. All right, let's prepare for pushback. We're on APU independently, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and finish up setting up the FMC and we'll get out of here. All right, we'll go to performance initialization and we'll bring in the performance information here based on our current load data.
Good afternoon, Sierra Pacific 9
Which takes a few seconds here.
Heavy with information Romeo. Ready to copy IFR clearance to Vancouver, British Columbia.
There it is, load. And we're going to confirm those numbers. So, yep, cost index 44, 0 fuel weight 18.9. We'll change the cruise altitude, outside temp -59 for cruise. We'll hit execute on that. Clear. Let's go ahead and change that to our actual cruise, which would be flight level 380. There we go. Execute that. Now I'm actually going to go into here and we'll do some performance calculations to see if we need a D rate. So performance, import OFP, runway 12, that's our runway elevation, 4,000 feet. It is dry, it's cold, but it is dry. No snow, no precipitation on the runway. We'll import that from the aircraft. We will be using air conditioning on takeoff. Import weather. Weather is winds are calm. Outside temperature is actually 37. Actually not that cold, just above freezing. And then QNH is 2987. So let's go ahead and calculate. That gives us flaps 5 in percent 90, takeoff rating of TO2, and trim 5.19, and so on. So let's go ahead and go into our FMS now. Oops, that is not the right button. And we'll go to the N1 limit page. We'll switch to TO2 as our D rate. Go to takeoff. Flaps will be 5. On top left, we'll click on CG percent. That'll give us 24.3 at a 5.18. We'll come back and fill that in. We'll go into our V1, 135, 135, and 141. That is set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and let our co-pilot know that what our V speeds are, so they can actually include that in the briefing. I always find that very helpful to do when using the co-pilot function in say intentions. If I can just remember what button I was using for that. That is the question.
Bozeman, Yellowstone.
I think it's this one.
Clearance, Southwest 1947, ready for IFR clearance. Southwest 1947, we're ready to pick up our IFR flight clearance.
Oh, what was my button? Oh, I know.
Southwest 1947 is clear to Denver, right out of Texas.
Hey, so our V speeds are going to be 135, 135, 35, and 141 for V2.
Departure on 118.975, squawk 4252, expect runway 30, Southwest 1947.
V1 is 135 knots, VR is 135 knots, and V2 is 141 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots.
Alright, V141, 151. Alright, beautiful. Alright, what did he give us for our climb out? 8,000. 8,000 feet pre-selected. That's good to go. Runway heading here for runway 12 is going to be, checking the charts, heading of 123. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're ready. Let's go through a few more things, but I think we're about ready for a pushback now. I don't think I forgot anything this time. Let's see. We've got now our IRS aligned. Window heat is on. APU and PACs are all on. Logo lights are on. Nav lights are on. FMC is all set up. We got our V speeds. We got to set our trim. That's what I forgot to do. Set our trim. Our trim is going to be 5.18. So hit my trimmer knob here. Come on. There it is. Love that sound. And that's close enough. Beautiful. All right, we've already set our autopilot for 8,000 initial climb. 123 in the heading, 151 for the climb out speed. Flight directors are on 1 times and 2 times. QNH is set 298.
Delta 2153 clear to Boston via the Bobcat 5 departure down as climb and maintain 10,000.
And we are ready
level 370, 10 minutes after departure.
Pushback.
Departure is 118.97, squawk 3764. Expect runway 12, Delta 2153.
Alright, let's go for push.
Challenge clearance, Southwest 2828, request IFR clearance to Las Vegas.
Departure clearance requested.
Give me just a minute.
Other services are waiting to complete boarding. Alright, let's reset this. Because GSX got hung up somewhere. Let's reset it. It's all good. It is all good. Alright. Now I gotta wait for it to reset. Now I gotta wait for it to reset. Tuning in from 350 on Wi-Fi, Southwest 1817. Nice. Where you heading? You heading home now, or you heading back out, Element? Michael Ferguson, I've been pretty good, man. I've been really good, honestly. Really good. Blessed, officially employed. That's amazing, man. I'm loving hearing that. I know your story. I know what you went through to get where you're at, and I'm really happy for you, bro. All right, prepare to pushback, please. Come on. Is it gonna work? It doesn't act like it wants to work. Waiting for other services, GPU. Okay, well, let's get rid of GPU then. I've never had this problem.
Negative, request IFR to Colorado Springs.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Connections.
Cleared to Colorado
ground
Springs.
power release. There we
Via
go.
the Bobcat 5 departure.
We use Menzies.
Climb maintain 8,000.
No ice.
39010 minutes
There we go.
after departure. Departure frequency on 118.975.
There we go. We got wing walkers.
7747.
We got wing walkers. Beautiful. Alright, so before we push back, we'll get all the fuel pumps turned on. Don't think we have any fuel in the center pump. Or on the center, do we? Where do I see that again? Yeah, we don't have any in the center. Alright, so fuel pumps are on. We'll get the hydraulic pumps on. Listen to it.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin
And anti-collision lights on. Transponder transponding. Alright. And we are ready for a push. See our pre-departure briefing here. Alright, I'm ready for our pre-departure briefing. What's up, True Blue? Welcome to the stream, man. Black Eagle, welcome to the stream.
Alright, Blue. Here's the departure briefing. We'll be departing from runway 12. We're flying the Big Sky to departure, climbing initially to 8,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with a left turn to heading 180, intercepting Big Sky, climbing to flight level 240. Weather at departure is clear, no significant weather expected en route. In case of engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, follow the engine out SID procedure, climb to 3,000 before turning back. For any issues before V1, we'll reject takeoff and brake. After V1, continue takeoff. Handle emergency and communicate with ATC. Cleared as filed, squawk 1456, departure frequency 118.975, flaps 5 for takeoff. V1 is 135 knots, VR is 135 knots, and V2 is 141 knots. Climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Alright. Good briefing. We're ready for pushback.
Big Sky Delivery, good morning. Skybus 111 with information Yankee Gate 3 requesting IFR to Salt Lake City. Okay, cleared to Salt Lake City Airport by the Meadow 2 departure, then as filed. Maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 350.
We're going to request pushback from ground here.
Departure on 118.975, squawk 1423, and we'll expect runway 30, Skybus 111.
Bozeman ground. Alaska 116 requesting push and start with Whiskey. I keep forgetting my call sign. Red Bravo 5.
Alaska 116, contact ground on 121.8 for push.
Thought I was on ground. I guess I wasn't. I was not. Actually, that was clearance. My bad. Ground. You Alaskan 116 requesting push and start from Bravo 5 with Whiskey. Man, I gotta get that United off my back. Bozeman ground, Alaska 116 requesting pushback and startup with Whiskey. I can barely hear, dude. What did he say? Oh, he's yeah, okay, he's very good. Alright, pushback and startup approved, tail southwest. Alaskan 116. He's really low. Alright, we're good to go. Let's get the brakes off. Oh, they already off. Let's get the chocks off then. I think that's what's holding us here right now. Ground ops, remove chocks. Alright, chocks are removed.
Until push is completed and brakes are set.
I'm supposed to have a camera that goes to the nearest, parking spot, but it's not really working at all. So we won't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Alaska Airlines.
All right, let's start up.
79.
Packs off.
Departing from Bozeman,
Left.
Yellowstone, and heading
Right.
to Seattle Tacoma International
And wait till we're clear of the ramp area. We're not quite clear. When I worked in the ramp, we usually waited until they were past the service road before we started the engines. We should have pushed back the other direction. Well,
insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a
all right, we're clear.
To tighten,
Clear engine 2.
to release, lift the buckle. Please remember that your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. At this time, please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and ensure that your window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices such as laptops must be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Please be reminded that smoking and the use
All right, we're looking for 25%, which we've passed. There we go.
including the lavatory.
Got our wing walker back there.
Of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. Hold the mask firmly towards you. Place it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat or between the seats. To use, pull it out.
Please set parking brakes.
Around your waist. Inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children.
Alright, brake set, clear, disconnect, show us the pin.
Floor level lighting.
Alright, get started on 2, starting 1. Oh wait, hold on. We'll do cross bleed, so pack on, ISO off, and then start. Gotta make sure that we still have air for the passengers in the back.
If any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, please inform a member of
Nice, starting up engine number 1.
For more details, please refer to the
Unlocking
safety
gear.
information card located in your seat pocket. Thank you.
Bozeman ground, United 1549, requesting engine startup and pushback.
United 1549,
Yeah,
pushback
buddy.
engine start approved. Contact ramp on 119.9er for tug assistance.
Engine startup and pushback
And
approved.
fuel.
Thank you.
Tow truck disconnected.
What's that sound like on the outside?
About that, to reaching 4003, requesting IFR back to Los Angeles with Info Delta.
Sounds loud. It just sounds loud. Alright, we are good to go there. Looks like we have a good engine start on both the left and the right engine. We'll pop on Gen 1 and Gen 2. We'll then go to the top here and get our probe heat on, our yaw damper on, our pack on the left side, ISO valve to auto, APU bleed off, APU off. That's what I like to see. Alright, what's the elevation over in Seattle? Airport elevation in Seattle is 347. Alright, good to go. Alright, so we're good there. What are we missing, chat? What are we missing, chat? I think we're pretty much good to go. Do a bit of a flight control check. And skedaddle, you dig? Let's do that. Alright, here comes flight control check. Alright, so right, center, left, center, forward, and back. Nice. And I'm using the Moza M2Q force feedback yoke. Shout out to your Sim CFI. I'm using his Boeing 737 force feedback profile. Alright, RTO set.
Golf Tango Juliet Sierra with Echo. Would like to pick up our IFR clearance to
recall.
Yankee Bravo Whiskey.
No warnings, just for like the seat. Flaps. 5, I think that's 5. Yep, that's 5. And taxi lights on. we are ready for taxi. Uh-oh, is track IR not working? Don't tell me track IR is not working. It's not. Oh, I have been tortured. All right, let's call it for taxi. We'll do without it. It is what it is. It was literally just working earlier. All right, so let's call up and get out of here. Bozeman tax. Bowman Ground, Alaska 116. Ready for taxi with whiskey. Oh my God, I can't talk to ATC today. I can barely hear them. Turn them up. I'm sorry, please repeat that. I couldn't hear you. I still can barely hear them. I can see it though. Alright, we'll taxi to runway 12 via Tango 4 Alpha 5, Alaska 116. Alright, ready please? Let's go. Alright, we need to actually turn around. Oh, it's so annoying.
Good afternoon, ground. The Bel Air 8 has
he's loud, but ATC is low.
Is that the east car, or the cargo ramp? Requesting push to start. Tail south, Bel Air 8.
Yeah, it's Chase playing for you. Look at that wing flex.
1656 ready to taxi.
Oh, I love this sim. I love this sim. I don't know what took you guys so long to come to the bright side. I actually officially fully deleted, uninstalled Microsoft 2020 the day that the PMDG came out. I had been debating on deleting it for a long time. I haven't used it. It was very skeletal. I had deleted most of my add-ons from 2020. I only had a couple aircraft and a few scenery left, but most of it was gone. It was really just taking up space, to be honest. Hadn't flown it in months, and I was like, it's time to finally just cut it, man. Burn the bridge. Anyways, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome back. Today we're flying from Bozeman, Yellowstone, Montana to Seattle, Washington. Right now we're taxiing runway 12 in the PMDG 737-800 with Alaskan Airlines. Alright, let's get over to Tower. Tower's going to be on 118.2. Can you remind me what the departure frequency was?
Departure frequency is 118.88.905. 7 fire.
Nice, okay. Ooh, look at those mountains. Alright, a hold short here, 12. That should be good. Alright, get our departure frequency plugged in. He said 18 point something something. 18.975. What a frequency. 18.975. There it is. Alright, over to Tower, Alaska 116. Alright, I think we're on Tower, no? Yeah, we are, on 18.2. We're on Tower. Alright, ready to go, guys. Ready to go. Alright. Bozeman Tower, Alaska 116, holding short runway 12 at Alpha 5. We're ready to go.
Alaska 116, runway 12, winds 120 at 7. RNAV Big Ski cleared for takeoff. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's nice of him. Alright, RNAV Big Ski, Merry Christmas. Runway 12, clear for takeoff. Yeah, Alaska 116. That was cool. Alright guys, airplane emojis in the chat for takeoff. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm excited guys, I'm really excited for this one. First live stream in a few months for me. I've been flying like very regularly, so that's not a thing, but flying with you guys, it has been a while. So excited to share this flight with you guys. Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy the ride. Again, about 2 hours block time as we fly over the mountains and over to Seattle. We'll hit the chrono. And we are lining up. Alright, auto throttle arm. We are at the heading mode here. And up 40%. And toga. Alright, rolling. Alright. Using rudder pedals to keep it on the center line. There it is. Airspeed is alive. Here comes 80 knots. 80 knots. Throttle hold. Rotate. Positive brake. Gear up. Alright, switching to L now. And right hand turn. L nav did not turn on.
Alaska 116, contact departure on 118.975.
Over to departure, Alaska 116.
Honda 20.
Departure, Alaska 116, passing 6,500, climbing via Big Sky.
Alaska 116, Big Sky approach, radar contact. Climb via the SID turn left, heading 185, vectors to Big Sky, then is filed.
Climb via the SID, then is filed, Alaska 116. Alright, I'm gonna go, Command A, VNAV. Alright. Autopilot has the controls. Because it has a stopping at 8,000 feet. It topped us off at 8,000, so we're gonna hold there. Flap's gonna come up. And look at the view. Woo. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, clean up a few things here. Alright, we're looking good. We're stable. We are stable. We'll see you later, Bozeman. We will see you later. By the way, if you're interested in picking up that scenery for Bozeman, it's a new scenery, just came out recently, I think by Thai Models. And that link is in the description. Check it out. This is not sponsored by them, but it is also a very good scenery. Check my departure. Is 8,000 the top of it? Because they gave me 8,000. Actually it's 16. Alright, let's climb on 16.
Own navigation, 25 Juliet. Cessna 25 Juliet, own navigation.
Alright, so I have 16 plugged in. I actually cycled on and off the VNAV. That'll get us going again. And I just found discontinuity in my flight plan. I'm actually going to fix that. Alright, we're good to go now. We out of here, chat. We are out of here. I'm sorry I'm not as freestyle-y with the views or the camera. I am still a bit new to chase plane, so I haven't quite got the like drone camera stuff figured out all the way. I do have this camera.
Last 116, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Up to 280, Alaska 116.
Yes. We are pleased to inform you that the lavatories are now available for your use. You may also use a for electronic devices.
Climb and maintain 28000.
Cabin service will begin shortly, and we appreciate your patience.
Yeah, I don't like that
Thank
view
you for flying with Alaska
at all.
Airlines.
At all. I don't like that view at all. It's like shaking out there. I don't like that. I don't like that. Alright, what did they say? Did I miss a frequency change? No, just 280. Alright, we're good. I don't mind the window seat. I love the window seat. We up, chat. We up. Alright, flaps are fully up. Speed brakes are good. Gear is showing up now. So my gear is in the up position. Technically, it's supposed to be in the off position, but because my Mosey yoke, I'm using the gear handle on it, and I guess like the way they have it mapped, it's like a sticky gear up. So when I try to manually move this to off, it won't, because it's still registering that my yoke is telling it to go to the up position. So I'm just gonna leave it in the up position. It's not, you know, realistic. Usually in real life you put it into center, but it doesn't hurt anything. Honestly, it won't kill us. In real life, there are reasons why they do that, but in the sim, it doesn't matter, sadly. But that is the reason why I've done that. So before you guys jump in the comments saying, "Oh, we're supposed to be in off position," that's why I'm doing that. Look at that right there, though, man. Man, wow. On the climb out, we just passed 10K. Sheesh. Owls, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. I'm super happy and been really excited to watch your journey lately, bro. All of your flying and everything like that, man. Excited to see where your aviation career goes, bro. Any fun plans for the holidays? Define fun. Oh man. What's up, Carefree Gary? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, bro. Am I at Anchorage? No, we just took off out of Bozeman, Montana, and we're headed to Seattle. Thoughts on door handles? I don't know what you have. What that's about. Paul Newman. Good afternoon, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Just catching up on chat. You're flying a Cessna 310 multi next week. Ooh. You're gonna get your complex and your high performance at the same time. That's dope, bro. And multi. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. That sounds fun though. From what I heard from other people who've gotten like their pilot's license and stuff, is that like the multi-engine part of like training is one of the most fun, like with all the different drills you do and stuff like that. Man, I love these wing views. I really do. Yeah, bro, absolutely, man. I'm definitely. I want to watch your progress. All right, we're above 18,000. It'll standard. Because I'm not really paying attention, and I also can barely hear ATC. I'm gonna switch ATC off to the co-pilot here. So now the co-pilot's gonna handle the ATC from now on. We're gonna continue at 34,000 feet though. And with those lights off. The land lights, actually I think they're already, wait, did I ever turn them on? I don't think I ever turned them on. I think I completely forgot. I also didn't go continuous. I missed a lot of steps there on takeoff. Didn't go strobes, nothing, jeez. If I was on a pilot's life, I would have got so many strikes for that takeoff. All good, all good. All good, man. Lurking is always allowed out here, man. Alright, can I get an outside view? Like a good outside view? Because that's what I want right now. Do I have one? I'm still learning chase plane, chat, so I apologize. Let's do a spot. There we go. And I'm bringing the audio down. Not much to hear in here now. Yeah, okay, now we're talking. Whew. Bruh, come on, that looks good. I've actually been flying at night a lot lately. Cause like right now, like this time that we're flying is kind of been my time. Like I'm busy throughout the day now. I don't really get a lot of time to myself during the day or in the morning or anything. So the night time, the night shift is the time that I get to kind of do. It's the time I get to kind of do my own thing, and that's the time I do all my flying. So because I like flying real time and live weather and all that, I tend to do a lot of night flying lately. Also, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, since Sim Update 4 recently, the night lighting is so good. So I've really enjoyed flying at night, especially like on the East Coast. I feel like out here in the mountains in the middle of Montana, it probably won't be as interesting flying at night because there's not as much civilization. It's a lot more farm, a lot more mountains, as you can see. But flying up on the East Coast, up and down the coast, man, it's been really fun flying at night. So it's actually kind of cool to see this plane in all honesty for the first time in the sun, because I've been flying it at night for weeks, man. Yeah, night lighting is clean now. It really is. It really is. Bozeman, Montana is a random place to fly out of. You think so? It is pretty random. I mean, not to me. Bozeman, Montana has been on my radar for many years because of this right here. Look at these views. Can I like zoom out? Is that a thing I can do? Oh, I can. Okay. I'm learning here, chat. I'm learning chase plane. I don't know what I can and can't do. So yeah, Bozeman, Montana is a beautiful area to go in real life and in the sim. The mountains are beautiful. If you want to do VFR flying, or you just want a nice scenic area to fly in and out of an airliner, Bozeman is definitely a good place. Plus the weather, like around this time of year, it usually does snow. Sadly, all the snow we got melted. We're kind of between snows. Man, chase plane is buggy, bro. Like, you see that's what's happening? Like, that's not because my PC's having bad performance. Like, whenever I try to rotate the camera to the front, it just like freaks out. So I guess I can't move around too much. Wow, look at that big old like quarry down there. But yeah, I love flying out, and I love flying in Montana in general. So Bozeman for me is not random. It's always been on my radar of a place. Bozeman, what else is out here? Bozeman, Montana. There's another, Billings, Montana is another place that I fly a lot. White Sulphur Springs, Missoula. Like a lot of these places are like not really on the radar for I think most flight simmers. And I'm not even from Montana. Partly why I know some of these cities as well is from American Truck Sim. We've had Montana in American Truck Sim for a long time, and I love driving in Montana in American Truck Sim as well. I think I just missed that. What is that? Who was that? Thank you for whatever that was. I can't see. Oh, it was Cass. Thank you, man, for being a member, bro. I appreciate you and all your support as always. Have you been to Provo, Utah yet? Love the approach. Yes, Provo is another great area to fly in and out of and around. What a great week in the flight simulator. Chase plane. Yep. We got chase plane. We got the 737. We got the E-Jets with the V. Wait, wait. That's news to me. The E-Jets finally got the VNAV. I knew I saw a post by them. I didn't read all of it because, in all honesty, in previous years, their posts have been a lot of talk and not a lot of show. So they've kind of lost reputation with me. I don't own the E-Jets. I never have. I've been waiting for them to kind of get their stuff together. And it sounds like, from what you just telling me, maybe that day has come. So I'll probably wait to see what the other guys, what other people are saying about it before, because I don't even own it. I'd have to buy it. I'd have to buy the E-Jet. So, but yeah, but you're right. Honestly, it's been a big month or two for Flight Sim. We've got a lot of releases, a lot of updates, a lot of sales. So a lot has been going on in Flight Sim lately. I always say it's a great time to be a flight simmer, but like it keeps getting better. It truly does keep getting better. We keep getting better aircraft. We keep getting better versions of aircraft. It's just good. Just a great time, man. I'm really curious. I mean, maybe we'll talk about this a bit more later in the stream, but I'm curious to know what you guys' thoughts are and anticipations are for 2026. But again, I'll hold that for maybe a little bit later discussion. But yeah, it's been a good ending to 2025. I can't remember another year where we had so much activity towards the end of the year. I mean, remember last year we had Microsoft 2024 had just came out, so it was kind of dead, because Microsoft 24, even though it had just released and that was semi exciting, it was also very disappointing for a lot of people because they couldn't play the sim. The sim was just not really up to par. We weren't happy with it. There were no new releases coming out because all the developers were transitioning between 2020 and learning 2024. So I feel like this year we're finally getting the best of everything. We got the Sim Update 4 for Microsoft themselves, and now we have all the developers who are finally catching up with their development. I mean, to think about TFDI MD11, we got the MD80 new version, we got the 737 finally in 2024, right? And that's just to name a few aircraft that have been updated. Hope you've been well. Big thanks to you and your win-win collaboration videos. Finding your videos for the throttle in particular made it a breeze. I'm glad I could help, man. I really am. Really glad I could help, bro. I hope you're enjoying the throttle. Miss you too, Cass, man. I do miss you. I did see Element's comment earlier. I wasn't ignoring it. I think I was like in a crucial phase of flight at the time, but he was talking about the Mad Dogs and playing DCS and bringing that back to the channel, and I'm definitely on board with that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. Be 100%. You guys are like my YouTube family, right? My channel would be nothing without you guys. So I know I don't do the best of communicating where I'm at, what I'm doing, why I'm not streaming, why I am streaming, blah blah blah. But I've kind of communicated this softly before. But in all honesty, I mean, I had a baby a year ago. My baby just turned 1 at the beginning of December. That changed my entire life. That flipped my entire schedule upside down. And so I went from streaming like kind of like midday morning to when the baby came, I was now changing my schedule to stream in the evening, like around this time, which was working out pretty well. I was doing that pretty good. I was okay with that. But I also, at some point through this year, decided that I want to spend more time on my video content, on making better videos, on making, and if you kind of like look back at my YouTube channel this past year, you can kind of see a bit of a, I don't know, a change. You see a bunch of hardware reviews, you see a few showcase videos here and there, and then about halfway through, you see me kind of take this big swing at a different style of video that some of you guys may or may not have seen. But what I've been mainly focusing on is what I call, I don't have a name for it, but what I call cinematic storytelling videos. The best examples of that is where I did my helicopter search and rescue mission video. I did the Antarctica video recently in A340. I did Star Citizen space trucking video. I did the Jurassic Park video. I did a few videos of that style. Yeah, the Wolf Gang video. So like, I want to do more videos like that. But the issue is, those videos take a lot of time to plan, to produce, to edit, to record, and so it's tough because I'm so limited on time now with the baby and stuff, that before I was doing videos plus I was doing live streaming as well. But now, if I spend the night, like tonight for example, doing a live stream, then I will not have time to do any video recording or video content or barely any editing, right? So it's like I've had to choose between, am I going to edit tonight or am I going to live stream tonight? And that's been the struggle and the challenge I've been going through pretty much the entire year. I've also had a few really cool collaborations, you know, with people like WinWing and things like that, where they had certain videos that they wanted me to do and they had deadlines, and it was like, all right, well, I gotta get this video done by Friday, and the only time I have to work on it is like the 4 nights before then. You know, so it means that I'm not streaming all week, you know, so that's kind of been the issue, right? And so in 2026 and moving forward, I really want to try to prioritize live streaming more. And I want to at least do 1 or 2 live streams a week. That's my personal goal. That's not a financial thing. It doesn't really that doesn't really benefit me greatly to live stream more, right? I'm doing it because I want to, because I like hanging out with you guys. I love flying with you guys. I love playing games with you guys. And it's something that I like doing. And I do love making videos too. And I also love making videos with you guys, because some of you guys have, speaking like Cass, for example, have featured into my videos recently. But even when I'm not live streaming, I'm still, you know, working with people. But the point is, I want to do more live streaming. Now, the other issue, and this is like a whole thing with my channel. My channel is not just aviation, right? It's not just flight sim. Many of you already know that. Some of you know me because of aviation, because of my quick start tutorials, like Paul said, or because of train sim, or maybe you came because of a ship simulator game or a construction simulator game or whatever, right? Like flight sim has always been my bread and butter. That's been my main, that's been my default. But I still have other games that I want to play and that I want to make content for, including Star Citizen, like you said as well. And so the tricky thing about this is that if I set a schedule to stream 1 or 2 times a week, then the next question is, all right, well then what games do I stream, right? Do I just stream flight sim every time and neglect all the people who've been asking me to stream train sim or Star Citizen or whatever other game, right, that people want me to stream? So it's like, it's been kind of tricky trying to decide, like, what do people want me to stream? Like, pretty much everything. You know what I mean? Pretty much everything. And then again, obviously balancing that with producing video content. I'm not going to stop doing video content. I'm going to keep doing that for sure. But I want to bring back in more frequent live streams. I've just finally gotten to a point where I've knocked off a bunch of projects. I've finished a bunch of projects that now allow me to be a bit more free. I have a bit more freedom in my schedule so that I can better plan in the future. Like this whole end of the year was really tight schedule wise for me. So yeah, it's been tough. That's basically where I'm at. That's basically where I've been at. That's why I haven't been streaming. I've been focusing on video content. I've not been gone. I've been watching everybody else's stream. I've been recording very heavily. And yeah, that's just where I've been at, and that's where we're going to continue. We're going to continue producing the video content. I want to just bring in more live streams. The downside of bringing in the more live streams is that it is going to make it is going to make video production a little slower, because again, like I said, if I'm streaming that night, then I can't record or I can't edit. If I'm video recording or editing, then I can't stream. So I have to choose one or the other. I can't do both until maybe the baby gets older. I don't know. I have no idea. It's my first baby. I don't know how babies. He's a lot. I can't get anything done during the day. Mr. Upside Down himself. Yep, sure. Thing is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Life happens. You know, honestly, in all honesty, I'm really thankful and blessed that I get to keep doing this. A lot of people, a lot of streamers, a lot of YouTubers, Twitch streamers, when they have kids or get married or have a big like life change, they completely disappear off the map, right? You don't see them, you don't see live streams, you don't see videos, you don't see anything. And so I was really worried, I'm be honest. I was really worried. Speaking of that, I'm getting a text from you know who asking me to help with the baby right now in the middle of my live stream. Funny. I actually do have to go help her. It's gonna take a little bit of time, not a lot hopefully, but a little bit of time. But let me finish my thought real quick before I run out there. But yeah, it's just I'm thankful that I'm still able to continue producing at the pace that I am producing while having a family, while having a kid that I take care of, and things like that. So I'm thankful for that. This is obviously a high priority in my life to continue producing content and doing YouTube. I love it. I enjoy it. It is like a whoa. What is going on? Like it's some weird stuff happens with Chase playing. I don't know what is going on. Anyways, I gotta like I said, I gotta help the wife with the baby for a few minutes. I'll be right back. You guys enjoy the view. Enjoy the tunes, and I'll be back in just a few. All right, don't go anywhere. All right, I'll be back here in a little bit. Let's get some music going here. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Give me something good. Give me something good. I'll rock that. I'll be BRB. Let's try a cinematic camera. What does that do? Yeah, hold on. Okay. Okay. This section is sponsored by Chase Plane.
Good afternoon. Don't take us to the second command flight level 80. Tango Juliet Sierra, Salt Lake Center. Good afternoon. Climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, limit 7.
77, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, limit 77.
Whoo, look at that shot. I see you, Chase plane. You could have stayed on that shot a little longer. How did it do, chat? Let me know. Seriously, how did it do? I wasn't here. I wasn't watching. In my testing in previous flights, it was a little choppy sometimes. The transitions were a bit weird. It is technically an experimental version. They released it because it does mostly work, but it definitely is a bit I don't know. It definitely needs some work as far as smoothness. Here comes the flyback. So like look at that. Look how it's just like freezing up. I don't know if it's the aircraft that's the issue with that, or like what really causes those stutters, because outside of using chase plane in these transitions, the plane works just fine. The sim works just fine. Like look at that right there. That's a big hang up. Big hang up. So that's a chase plane issue right there. And they're definitely gonna need to clean that up for sure. Again, it does say in big letters right here, experimental build. Please open a ticket with any issues. So alright, let's get out of that view. We'll go to my wing views. Pretty cool though. I love the idea. I think it ran much smoother back on 2020. So I think they're having some things they're trying to deal with. Let's bring that down. We may be flying into some VATSIM coverage here shortly. Yep, we definitely are. So let's go ahead and switch over to VATSIM. Shout out to Say Intentions for holding it down while we were in uncontrolled airspace. So we'll go ahead and shut down Say Intentions. Wait, am I on VATSIM? Oh, I'm not on VATSIM. Oh shoot. Let's get on then. I think I forgot to log on. I completely forgot to log on. The good thing is we're not like in any airspace yet, so I think we should be good to just pop up here. Connect. I think my flight plan should hopefully still be filed. Guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. All right. Sheeran saying it was butter smooth in 2020. Yeah, I remember it being really smooth in 2020. I didn't get to use it too much because I was transitioning out of 2020 when Chase Plane entered the chat. Look at that. Why is that happening? There's some really weird things happening with Chase Plane. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's get a jazz playlist. I'm in the mood for some jazz. I'm always in the mood for jazz. Let's see, what is this? Jazz fusion. I can dig it. What's this? Yeah, jazz over the mountains. All right, let's go ahead and hit Seattle Center on 13545. Down here. You know what I wish Say Intentions would allow? I wish I could use Say Intentions without the ATC. And without the, or yeah, like what I mean by that is sometimes if I'm on VATSIM, I still want the AI traffic, because like last night, for example, I flew into, I don't even know where I flew into. I flew into some airport. It wasn't a particularly small airport. It was a nice sized airport. I think it was Washington Dulles actually, which is a pretty big airport. But I flew in, you know, it was a bit chatty. I don't like this song. It was a bit chatty on the radio, so it kind of gives you the feeling of it being, you know, quite busy. But then I landed, and it was just a ghost town. Like, it's really immersion breaking for me personally when I fly in or out of an airport, and there's literally nobody at the gates. It just bothers me. It's just a personal pet peeve of mine. That's why I like having some sort of AI ATC or AI traffic, like with FSLTL or something, you know what I mean? I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I want to overpower.
210. Yeah, 2332, thanks.
And we'll go ahead and check in with Seattle Center. Seattle Center, Alaska 116, flight level 340.
Alaska 116, Seattle Center, ident.
Alright, well I did. Alaska 116. Boom.
Jet length 957, contact Oakland Center 132.2. Good night.
Alright, it's probably gonna give us the new squad code. Cause we were using the old saying.
116 radar contact 15 miles east of the Mullipat COR, flight level 340.
Alright, there we go. Alright. We are back cloud surfing. There's a little weather in between Seattle and Bozeman. Nothing major in Seattle or in Bozeman, but we're getting a little bit of turbulence here. So make sure our seatbelt signs are on. But we've reached the top of climb. Go to our cruise page.
Horizon 2049, okay, disregard.
I think we're good. We're gonna say a 340 or we're supposed to be a 38?
Hello, Seattle Center, Qantas.
We're supposed to be a 38.
20, super.
I filed for 38.
Level 260.
Qantas 720, Seattle Center.
Let's go to 38. Alright, VNAV off. And VNAV back on. Alright, that should climb us up to 38. Alright, how you guys doing? True Blue, what up, man? I don't fly on VATSIM much anymore for the same reason. Yeah.
Say again, you were pretty muffled.
Do you use Hoppy at all? No.
Is that going to be about our altitude?
I've never really found use for Hoppy.
2049, I think you're
CPDLC. Only time I really ever see it used is in those big cross the pond events or any other really big event. Unfortunately, I don't get to fly in a lot of big events, so I haven't really needed to use CPDLC or data link all that much in flight sim. The A350 seems so much more advanced than the old 737. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I won't worry about the tag link.
I can get that. I can feel that.
No worries, appreciate you.
I can feel that.
Alaska 116. Radar indicates flight level 347 and climbing. You were cleared for flight level 340. Advise.
Sorry about that. I actually believe I filed 38 and I was just at 34 when I called in, but I can go back down to 34.
Alaska 117, center.
You can not hear me? Alaska 116. Yeah, I filed for 38, but I was at 34 when I called in. I can go back down to 34 though.
Alaska 116, just maintain flight level 360. The flight plan on the network has you at 340. Just maintain 360, please.
Copy that. I'll say 36. Alaska 116. Sorry about that. All right. We'll stick at 36.
Climbing, and I need to make sure I got traffic right in front of you that's not talking to me, and until I either get a hold of him or a supervisor gets rid of him, I've got to make sure you don't hit him.
No problem. Do your job, man. Alright, so we'll stick at 36. Apparently there's some traffic ahead of us that is unresponsive.
2185, welcome to Portland.
So we can't... Actually, I think I see him. Yeah, I do see him. I actually have visual of that contrail with that traffic up there, 380.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Seattle Center, Challenger 64 Golf Kilos.
I wonder who that is.
At Boeing.
Challenger 64 Golf Kilo, runway 14.
Are they on the map?
Alpha 1.
You create a vPilot plugin that sends any and all messages from vPilot through Hoppy, so we could get them in the sim. But I think P&G supports it, so I was just curious. Yeah, there is in the, I believe it's in the operations center where you download the aircraft. I could be wrong about that. It might actually be in the EFB. I don't know where they put those things in the EFB. But there is a Hoppy login. Like if I go down here and I go to menu data link and then ATC. No, that's not it. Whoa, chase plane too. Is it technical? Here it is. Yeah, so here I have. Yes, I haven't put my Hoppy code in here. But you can put a Hoppy code in here and then use that however that works. I don't really understand how to use the Hoppy stuff. I assume it's a text messaging system, right? That you would use to talk to ATC, I assume. Something like that. I'm surprised too, because the squawk code I'm using right now is from, say, Intentions. I didn't.
116 reset transponder squawk 4007.
All right, 4007 Alaska 116. There it goes. 4007.
United 1067 Seattle Center 555. Ident, please.
Come on, 4007. All right, add 10. I think he's busy. I think he was busy trying to handle some other stuff, and we didn't actually get. We didn't get the call for that. All right, we're cloud surfing at 360. Can't see much because we're like right on the tops of the clouds right now.
At 1067, your radar contact.
I'm not 100% sure either. Or is it just sends telex messages to the sim? So it would say DL2507, contact me, blah, blah, blah. We could get that in the box versus having to have a VPilot up. I like that. I like that idea, actually, in sheer. I like the idea of instead of having the actual VPilot window on my screen, having like being able to like literally use the FMS to text back and forth and see all the VPilot stuff. That's a cool. I love that idea. So are you saying you created that already as a thing? Alright, I'm going to reset my altitude here in the FMS for cruise to 360. So it'll give us the top of the descent.
Execute. Kilos ready to go, 14 right.
There we go. So top of the descent in 145 miles.
14 right, clear for takeoff.
14 right, clear for takeoff. 64 Golf Kilo.
Yeah, we have traffic ahead. I can see him. His contrail up there. You started using FS Realistic again. Great add-on. Has it changed much? I know they had an update not too long ago. I didn't update it. I've not used FS Realistic in a long time. And don't really have plans to do either. But I used to love it back in the day. Any more bush flying as of late? Those always have been your favorite streams. Kind of back to my point that I was talking about before. I had to step away for a bit. You know, with me only being able to do 1 or 2 streams a week, minimum 1, it's been a challenging decision on deciding what to do on that 1 or 2 stream a week, right? Like, should I do a GA flight, a bush flight, which I absolutely definitely will do and want to do. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Or should I do an airline flight? Or should I do a different game, right? Should I play Train Sim? Should I do Run 8? Should I do Star Citizen? Because I'm doing that now. So it's like there's so many options. I have too many options, basically, of things to do and not enough time. And unfortunately, somebody's gonna get left out. And I didn't even mention DCS. So that's the conundrum I'm in right now. But yes, absolutely, I would like to do a bush flight. I want to do a bush flight video, but I also want to do a bush flight stream as well. So we'll have to wait and see when we can schedule that. If I can do, I don't really know what I'm doing beyond Christmas Day. So I don't know what New Year's week looks like yet, with like family and friends coming over and all the busyness of the holidays. But maybe we could fit something in there. That'd be pretty cool to do. I know a lot of folks are all about this plane, but I want to thank you for showing us more of this aircraft in your own unique ways. You make things come alive because you're so you. Appreciate that. I don't know what I did or what I showed. I really have not put any effort at all into showing off this aircraft. I'll be honest with you. I really haven't. And part of that reason is because like it's been out and every streamer who streams has already kind of done it. And there's videos on it, so I don't really feel like I have to show it off. If there's anything you want to see, just, you know, shout out. We're chilling, man. We're cruising. Got jazz music playing in the background. Honestly, there's a lot of this plane that I have not explored myself. I kind of just got in and started flying. I haven't really messed with anything as far as exploring it, to be honest. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I definitely believe I have my own way of looking at certain aircraft and things like that. John YC9YF, welcome to stream, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good. To kind of cap off that last discussion, kind of on like a bit of a life update. I've been doing good. I appreciate you guys checking on me and all of that. But I've been doing good. I've been enjoying life and working very hard, grinding hard on work and YouTube and other various projects, and looking forward to the future. Really am looking forward to what's to come in the future for the channel and for other things as well. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere, guys. Don't worry. If you don't see me live streaming for a week or a couple weeks, I'm just working hard on something else. It's still flight sim related or gaming related or YouTube related. It's something else that I'm having to prioritize over live streaming. That's really all it is. So that is all it is. This plane is a big plus, man. It is.
3000 Delta 2158.
I like it though. To be, I know there's been some controversy around the 737 and the upgrade cost and the upgrade in general and how long it took them to upgrade, and I have thoughts and all that stuff. I'm not really going to dwell on it today. I'm just enjoying flying the plane and hanging out with you guys. But yeah, I mean, I have my thoughts. I was one of the heavy complainers about why it took so long for this plane to come out. I'm like, come on. I mean, and then, it doesn't, it's not the Phoenix, right? The Phoenix, in my opinion, is still the absolute best airliner all around in flight sim right now. The best, hands down. I don't care how much Rondazzo says that this is the best simulated aircraft in flight sim. I think Phoenix still has a beat. Phoenix has a beat, not just, I mean, I don't know, I can't go into too much details in the systems, and also it's also the whole Airbus versus Boeing thing, so you can't really compare the two. Was that to me? Was that for Alaska 116?
Negative.
Oh, okay.
Was it 1552 descent discretion?
Yeah, we're like, it's like you're pretty far to be getting descent clearance. But we are doing the same arrival to Glacier. That's why I thought he was talking to me.
This is a descend via clearance. Descend via the Glacier 3 arrival.
It looks like the guy flying ahead of me is an A350 at 39,000, actually at 40,000 feet, flying from Chicago to Seattle. United 1067. He's been unresponsive. Most likely because that's a long flight. He's probably not even at the computer. Probably not even at the computer. So I completely get that. Completely get it.
Left 130, maintain 3000.
But man, it's been a good year for flight sim. It has, on the hardware side, it's been a good year as well. A lot of great hardware we've gotten. A lot of good planes. We got the 350 this year. We got the 340 this year. A lot of Airbus. A lot of Airbus love. What else did we get this year? I think we got A380. Was that this year? No, we got the A380 last year. We got that last year.
3772 Seattle Center, good evening.
I bet you have thoughts about creating some sort of stream schedule. Games rotating on a fixed system. Oh, have I thought about that? Softly. Softly. That'd be a good thing to do. New episodes of Stranger Things on Christmas Day. So that day is planned. I've not got into that show. I've not.
2158, wind calm, runway 10 left.
I don't really even know what it's about, to be honest. I will say, I've not played it. I watched Jeff do a video, Jeff Favignano, do a video playing the Stranger Things DLC to kind of get an idea what it was. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't care what anybody says. I think that the Stranger Things free DLC for Microsoft Flight Sim is probably the best DLC ever made for Flight Sim. Yeah, and I'm standing on that opinion. Why do I say that? They went all in on that. They took a TV show and the set, the city that the TV show uses, and put it in the simulator, 1-for-1 scale, and then they let you fly missions in and around that city with full out storylines, full out voiceovers from the real characters, new animations, new characters. Now I get, okay, no, it's not like flight sim stuff. I get that. But like, this is the kind of stuff that is actually forwarding the hobby of flight sim. This is the stuff that's expanding the hobby of flight sim. The PMDG 737, although this is a great plane and one of the best planes in flight sim, it's not extending or expanding the hobby of flight sim. There's very few new people coming from outside of flight sim coming into flight sim because, oh, there's a new 737 in the sim. They could care less. They don't know the difference between the PMDG and the Bredoken 3D Scam 37, right? Like, they don't know the difference. But things like the Stranger Things DLC and the Red Bull Air Race DLC and Top Gun DLC and all these things that seem kind of gimmicky, I get it. It's not like for hardcore simmers, but like, these are the things that Asobo and Microsoft are doing to bring in new players into the player base. Now, some of those people are casual and will just play the DLC and they'll leave and play another game. But there's a small percentage of those people who will come who already had a itch for aviation, and they just needed a taste of it to actually finally get in. And now, you know, a few months later, a year later, they're now flying Phoenixes. They're talking ATC. They're on VATSIM. You know what I mean? It's a gateway. It's all it really is. It's a gateway of recruiting new people in the flight sim. The PMDG, the Phoenix, the 350, these planes are not doing that. They're bringing in people who are already flight simmers, people who are already in the hobby. They're bringing them back, maybe. Oh my God, what's going on there? But they're not bringing in new people. That's what the Stranger Things DLC does and things like that. What's up, the Molly? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. And again, the Stranger Things DLC is pretty freaking amazing. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, like, what I'm not saying that like it's extremely high priority to bring new people into flight sim, but as much as we complain about Xbox and casual simmers, they're paying for the sim. Some of us paid $60, $120, whatever edition you bought for the game a year ago, and never spent another penny on the marketplace, or like Asobo, Microsoft never got another penny from us since then, right? Xbox users are paying for Game Pass. That is a constant income that Microsoft is getting from. Is that a plane? I think there's a plane down there. That's a constant income that Microsoft is getting from Xbox users and new players who play the sim. So it's important, honestly, to welcome in new people who come into the hobby, because they're the ones who are really paying for the sim for us, so that we can keep getting updates and keep getting a better flight simulator and things like that, you know. So don't stray off these guys who come into the sim. Let me check my bag here. I think that's cool. This has got to be the first PNG aircraft that ever had an interactive cabin. I don't think there's ever been a PNG plane that's had an interactive cabin. Oh, okay. They cheated us out. You can't move the air or turn the lights on. I can't even ping the flight attendant. Oh, how dare they. Wow. Cutting corners, PMDG. I'm just kidding. Can I move this thing? Nope. Okay. You know, they did a little bit. There should never be complaints about whatever people play, what the community is so toxic as if... Wait. This community is so toxic as is we need to make it welcoming for people wanting to learn. I think Cass and Chad is a good example of this. Not fully, like, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how Cass found Flight Sim, but he's new to Flight Sim. Like, you've only been Flight Simming for what, a year or two? It's really cool to watch you like fly the sim, because you're fairly new but you've learned so much so fast. Like, you're already flying on VATSIM, you already know how to talk to ATC, you're already flying complex aircraft, you know what I mean?
That is your clearance to descend.
It's pretty cool to watch your progression. So, like, your progression is so much faster than mine was when I first got into flight sim. Mine was slow. It was, you know, it was years before I learned how to fly a traffic pattern. Yes, exactly, True Blue. We gotta stop gatekeeping the hobby. We really do gotta stop gatekeeping the hobby. Like, so what? You know, some people want to fly with the HUD on. So what? They want to fly from the outside view. So what? They want to fly on an Xbox controller. We all start somewhere.
Alaska 116, descend via the Glacier 3 arrival, landing south, the altimeter 2971.
Alright, we'll ascend via the Glacier arrival, landing south, Alaska 116. Alright, let's go ahead and set that up. Alright, 53 miles from top of the descent. Our bottom of the descent is showing about 5,000, so we'll do 5,000.
To Bravo Charlie, roll down to Alpha Niner. Exit right on Alpha Niner, text or empty out. Correction, exit left on Alpha Niner.
Beautiful. So, the whole, this is a lot of this discussion we're talking about as far as like gatekeeping new players into flight sim and things like that. This is part of the reason why at the beginning of 2025, I decided, actually at the end of 2024, I decided that I wanted to help onboard new players. I felt like getting into flight sim was too much. It was overwhelming, you know. Now, I mean, I didn't go full out with making a whole like getting started guide or anything like that, but that's why I started making, you know, the tutorials for the A350, for the 737, for the 320 series, and things like that, because I wanted to help people who were getting into sim for the first time, you know, fly. I started meeting people who were completely brand new to flight sim and were like, yo, what is this? Like, what is sim brief? You know what I mean? Like, the simple questions that we think are dumb questions today, because we've been flight simming for 10 years. There's people who are joining the hobby today, right? There's people who will join the hobby on December 25th because they got an Xbox for Christmas, right? Or somebody bought them some Xbox credits or whatever, right? There's people who will start flight sim for the first time ever on a PS5 today, and they need somebody or some people or a community of people to help them learn what they need to learn so they can fly the way they see people fly like me, right? Because not everybody who's flying on Xbox or everybody flying on a PS5 just wants to go crash into the Twin Towers. That is not the whole demographic. Yes, there are people who do that. We know, we've seen them. I've seen the comments, you know what I mean, asking me to do it as well. But then there are people who are all on Xbox who we consider them casual and, you know, whatever, but they want to go out there and fly realistically. They want to talk to ATC. They want to do Code and Dark startups. They just happen to be on a console and can't afford or can't get access to a PC. So again, I think the whole like moral of this whole story and discussion is just, let's not gatekeep flight sim. You know what I mean? Let's welcome new players in. Let's encourage new players in. Let me tell you a really fun story that happened very recently. So I have a nephew, my wife's sister's son. He is, what, 4 years old? I don't even know how old he is. I actually don't know how old he is. I think he's 4 or 5. And he came over for a week to hang out. And he's from Puerto Rico. And, you know, flight sim is not very popular in Puerto Rico. You don't see people running around talking about, I flight sim, or you should come flight sim, or you should be a pilot. Like, that's not really a thing that you're probably going to hear very often living in Puerto Rico for your whole life. And so, I noticed when he came over, I can't remember what I saw, but I noticed, like, I think people in chat will understand this. If you see somebody in real life, you can tell the way they look at an aircraft, that they have like a hidden passion for aviation. Anybody? Am I alone about that? Anybody else like ever experienced that? And so I noticed we were watching TV or something. He kind of had an eye for engineering and spaceships and kind of like flying things. And I was just like, he just seemed kind of interested in it. What's up, Big Jess? Good to see you on the stream, bro. And I started like, putting some aviation related type stuff like planes and things like that on the TV to see kind of how he would react. Like, would he just completely be uninterested and go do something else? Would he keep watching? And he was pretty interested. We actually ended up going to NASA while they were here. And he was really interested in all the NASA stuff and the big plane at NASA and this and that. Anyways, long story short, we get back home. And he only speaks Spanish. I don't speak very good Spanish, but he was talking to one of my aunts, and they were asking him, what do you want to do when you grow up? And his answer, and this is the first time anybody in his family have ever heard him say this, he said, I want to be a helicopter pilot. Wow. Now, this wasn't that big of a deal to the rest of the family, but to me, I was like, whoa, I think I might have helped him figure that out. Because I was showing him helicopter stuff the day before. I was showing him on my phone, matter of fact, I was showing him some pictures on my phone of when I went to the Grand Canyon on the helicopter. I was showing him some pictures of a bunch of Black Hawk helicopters that I watched fly in, and he was like locked in on that. Yeah, I think I might have just created a new pilot. That blew my mind. I was like, no way did he just come here for a few days and now decide he wants to be a helicopter pilot. Now, again, he is only 4 years old. Through his lifetime, he will find a lot of other interesting things to want to be when he grows up. So this may not stick. We'll see. But the point is that a lot of kids are never told that it's possible to be a pilot, to be a helicopter pilot, to be an airline pilot, to be any kind of pilot, to be in aviation in general, or space astronaut, right? A lot of times kids go their whole life and they're never told, there's never an avenue shown that they could potentially actually do this thing as a job. And I was like, I want to show him that this is something that people do, and this is a job that you could actually do if you want to. And so anyway, so last day, fast forward to the last day he was here, I welcomed him into this room. I usually don't let people in this room, especially kids, because there's a lot of things you can break in here. But because of what I noticed the entire week of being with him, and him showing a really, and again, he doesn't speak any English, so I can't understand anything he says. We're just playing with, like, I bought him a little Blackbird toy from NASA. He took it with him, of course. But I bought him a little Blackbird toy playing, and he played with it every day while he was here. They walk around the house going, every day doing that. And that's how I knew there was something going on. But anyway, so last day, I bring him into the HQ. And I'm like, all right, he has to see my flight sim setup before he leaves. So what I do is I load up Microsoft Flight Sim 24, and I load up the exact plane that him and his mom flew to come here, which was a Spirit A321. So I load up a Spirit A321 into the sim, and I'm like, check it out. I'm like walking around, walk around while looking at the plane. He's like, wow. And then I actually let him sit here in the seat, and I start the plane up. I actually went through the whole process, and I started playing from cold and dark, started the engines, had the speakers real loud. You know what I mean? I gotta represent, chat. I gotta represent. And so I did a whole takeoff, and I put it on autopilot, and I literally had the plane set up, flying itself back to Puerto Rico right before we took him to the airport. And I kid you not, he did not want to get out of this chair. He didn't. So again, I don't know if he's gonna be a pilot someday. Again, he may decide to be a soccer player or something else later on down the line. But what I did was I planted a seed. I let him know that, hey, this is a thing that exists that you can do if you want to do when you grow up. If you need help learning about this thing, you can come to me when you're older, right? So we'll see. We'll see what this turns into. It may be nothing. It may be something. But again, my point is, don't gatekeep. There's people out there who don't even know they're interested in aviation until they try a Stranger Things DLC, and now they're hooked. You know what I mean? That's how I got into train sim. I never had a train sim that I thought was cool, and then one day a new train sim came out with these nice graphics, and I tried it out, and I've been hooked ever since. That was years ago, right? So it just comes down to exposure, trying something out, trying something new to see that. But anyways, I've ranted enough about that. John, I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you later, bro. That's awesome. You took him to NASA. That was the same place that sparked your love for aviation and space. Grandparents took me when you were young. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. He actually got really upset because this is little model plane that it's my dad's model plane, but I played with it when I was a kid. Let's go to the inside view. I think we're descending. We are descending. It was a model plane that I played with when I was a kid. That was my dad's. It usually sits on the desk, and we were at my dad's house while he was here, and he saw it and he wanted to play with it. I'm like, screw it, go ahead, play with it. It's like missing propellers, and one of the landing gears is broken. It's obviously been heavily used by me when I was a kid. I didn't have flight sims when I was a kid. I played with model planes. Like I didn't like display model planes. I wanted to play with the model plane. So anyway, so he's playing with that, and my dad tells him, "Hey, you can have it if you want." And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of gatekeeping on that. Not because it was my own nostalgic purposes. Is that he's still really young, and this particular model had moving parts that were very easy to break, and I was worried about him breaking it in his luggage or in his backpack, trying to get it back home. That's the main reason why I didn't really want him to take it. Not because I didn't think he deserved it. But anyways, my dad says he can have it. I'm like, whatever, that's fine. And his mom, I guess, changed her mind. She didn't want him taking it because of the same reason. They were very lightly packed and weren't going to have space, and so she had to hide it from him secretly, and he was mad. I mean, he cried. He really wanted to keep that toy plane.
And Y001.
I was going to say, I think you're descending. Yeah, I set up my top of the descent before I went on that rant. Alright, so right now we'll do a flight update, guys. We're descending via the... was supposed to be the Glacier something arrival into Seattle. They said landing south, which is what we were expecting. So we're probably going to get one of the 16s into Seattle. The plane, this is the beauty of Boeing. You just set the bottom altitude in this thing, and it just descends. It just goes. Like, Airbus don't do that. Airbus does not do that. So we're good. I mean, we're on for a ride now, man. We're vibing, chat. We're vibing. We're in a suit. One thing we do need to do, actually, is we need to set up the ILS. I don't know which one he's going to give me, though. I wonder if they have an ATIS over in Seattle right now. Let's check. They do. The ATIS in Seattle is Information Juliet. Winds are 340 at 8. Visibility is 10. Scattered at 7,000 feet. Broken at 14,000 feet. Temperature 05, dew point 03. Altimeter 2971. Let's hit that real quick. Alright, 2971. It's not rotating. There we go. 2971. Oop, I missed it. Man, the altimeter thing is kind of like once you get going, it like jumps, and then you miss it by like 20. All right, 2971 is set or preset. ILS. Runway 16 right and 16 left approaches are in use. Departing runways are 16 left, 16 center. Simultaneous approaches are in use. All aircraft call for push and start. The rest of that is not important to me. Alright, so 16 right or 16 left. We don't know which one we're going to get, but those are the two that they are landing on, so we can be prepared for either. I have 16 right programmed at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of put that in case. Final approach course gonna be 169. Oh, I forget I can do that on my
United 2332, contact Oakland
Winway.
Center 132.2. Good night.
Oakland Center 3220 for United 2332. Happy holidays.
Alright. Alright, 169 set. We'll set the localizer. 110.75. No, we could do both. 110. Oh, that's an 8. 0.75.
466 ready to go, 16 left at Delta.
Oops, I messed that up.
WestJet 1552, fly heading 190, join the localizer 16 right.
There we go.
Turn 190 for localizer 16 right. Was it 1552?
Alaska 466, runway 16 left to Delta, clear for takeoff.
16 left to Delta, clear for takeoff.
Alright, they just cleared him for 16 right. I'm gonna put in 16 left for backup, just in case we get 16 left. I can kind of have it already plugged in, and we're not like chasing the plane trying to get a different runway. You know what I'm saying? We got the time to do it. Why not?
Best effort.
Oh, look at those views! Oh my gosh.
Sounds good. Alaska 116, ILS 16 right.
I appreciate that. I will expect 16 right. Alaska 116. Sweet.
Alaska 116, expect ILS runway 16 right.
Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. 16 right, we'll expect that. Alaska 116. Keep pressing the wrong button.
So sorry about that. WestJet 1553, risk spot 88, ready for taxi.
WestJet 1553, runway 16
Man.
left at Delta, taxi via Bravo.
Can we just take this in real quick? Is that okay?
All aboard!
The flight's almost over, guys. But that's why I think this view and this song just blends.
Seattle Center Y001, just wanted to give you a PIRE up.
Y001, stand by.
This is hot cocoa music right here.
466, try to maintain 17,000, clear direct through zone.
17,000 direct through the last.
Sheer Insane. I get all my music from Epidemic Sounds.
WestJet 1552, wind 340 at 8, runway 16 right for the land.
Runway 16 right, clear to land with 1552, thank you.
Y001, go ahead.
Center Y001, just want to let you know, bases at Portland were about 2,300 feet off the deck. We're 50,000 over Cougar.
Cass, where are you flying today, man?
Yet. Light moderate turbulence, but no icing.
You got a long haul planned or just a normal flight? You know something I learned about myself? Is that I change the way I talk based on the music that's behind me. Reynolds Garcia, hola, my friend. Welcome from Dominican Republic, DR in the house. I hope you're having a good night, good early morning. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, my friend. Eliza, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed your chat. Black Eagle, what problem are you having? Yeah, for sure, Protostarring. Microsoft 2024 is 100% the pinnacle.
1067 heavy, turn right. right heading 250, descend and maintain 5,000. 5,000, please. Descend and maintain 5,000.
We're actually a bit early. I was hoping to arrive just after dark. Do I still play a pilot's left? Yes, I do. You may do an MD-11 long haul. So, Cass, I have a question. Is the 2024 MD-11 update, is that public out, and where do I get it from? If I own the previous MD-11, do I get a discount? Do I get a free download? Do I have to pay for the whole plane again? How does that work? Midwest Gamer, I have not tried the experimental VNAV in the E-Jets yet. I don't own the E-Jets. I would have to first buy the E-Jets and then fly it. One of the reasons as well that I haven't bought it is because, you know, I come from X-Plane, and in X-Plane, down to 6,000. Let's go. Let's get the terrain radar on.
Quantum 720 Super, expect ILS runway 16 left approach.
Is that a happy birthday song? Any birthdays in chat? Alright, guys, we're reaching 10,000 feet. Now that's coming on. Let's be prepared to land here, guys. Wing lights on. We've already set for 16 right. We're clearing at 6,000 feet.
WestJet 1553.
Speed brakes out.
Runway 16 left at Delta, clear to take off. Runway 16 left at Delta, clear to take off.
Rubber cloud serving for real.
WestJet 1552 on Papa, cross runway 16 center, hold short 16 left.
No issues. I'm in awe at the Ray Trace Global Illumination. I can't wait for Star Citizen now that we have Vulcan.
1552 on Papa, cross.
Do you play Star Citizen, Black Eagle?
Center, hold short of 16 left.
On Papa, close
I think you might have said you did earlier.
What is it?
It is relaxing, I agree.
Flight 001, expect ILS runway 16 right.
Alright, we gotta pay attention to ATC here. I got a breakout coming out soon. Oh, we gotta slow down. We're at 8,000 feet.
Runway 001, maintain 280 knots and publish speed. 280.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this landing. It's gonna be fun. Digital Merc, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. I hope you've been doing good. I hope you in the family well, bro. Merry Christmas to you, bro. Merry Christmas. You just got off a 3-hour Star Citizen session. It was magical. Midwest Gamer says Star Citizen has taken too much of my money. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I might hop on Star Citizen after this is over. There's a very high chance I may hop on Star Citizen after this flight. I have been truly, like, just addicted to Star Citizen lately. I really have. Alright, speed brakes are going away. Here comes 6,000 feet, 1,000 above. Speed to 250. Lights on.
1067 heavy, turn left heading 180, join the localizer 16 left, sorry flight call.
Man, this was a good flight. I love flights like this.
Alaska 116, turn right heading 250, descend to maintain 4,000.
Right 250 down to 4,000, Alaska 116.
Alaska 1067 heavy, confirmed.
This is the benefit of having physical Controls.
No problem.
I can multitask. I was able to do that while changing at the same time. Sadly, I don't have my I don't have my autopilot panel in the like authentic location because the Mosa yoke takes up so much space on my desk. I can't fit the Wing autopilot panel. Unfortunately. Alright, so he told us to go 25. Oh shoot. 250. Heading mode active now. 4,000.
I need that right turn. Let's make that right turn now, heading 280, please. You got a little deep there.
280 right now. Let's go 16.
Last 466, descend crater 2 arrival.
Bro, chill, chase plane.
Altimeter 2966.
Yeah, they gotta clean it up. Chase plane is quite buggy right now.
United 3772, descend.
Oh, I love the Pacific Northwest so much. Alright guys, we're gonna fade the music out and start focusing on landing the plane. Bring it back after we touch down. Let's bring the sim sounds up.
2642, descend Hawk State arrival, landing south, the altimeter 2971. Hawk Bay landing south, 2971, United.
Alright, where's the airport?
November 64 Golf Kilo, South Lake Center, 12557, good day.
12557, 4 Golf Kilo, thanks for the help today.
Alright, right now we're on a left base currently. For runway 16 right.
Runway 16 left for the land.
Airport should be over there somewhere.
Alaska 116, turn left heading 250.
Left heading 250, American, Alaska 116.
WestJet 1553, clear direct altitude. Direct altitude, WestJet 1553. WestJet 1552, cross runway 16 left on Papa's.
Alright, let's slow down.
Spot 99, good night.
Cross runway 16 left on Papa, and can you give me the gate again, please? Sorry.
WestJet 1552, taxi to ramp this frequency, good night.
Taxi to ramp, good night, and Merry Christmas.
Alright, she's coming back.
Speedbird 720, Speedbird, descend and maintain 6,000.
Looks like he's gonna put us on a...
Sorry, Qantas 720, descend and maintain 6,000.
15 mile final.
Y001, descend and maintain.
There's the city of Seattle right there.
Down to 8,000.
Or downtown Seattle. And there's the airport. Alright, we'll slow down.
116, 10 miles from Finca. Turn left heading 190, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 right approach.
1,000, 3,000 until established on 16 right approach. Last go 16. Alright, flaps. Camera. Let's do it, chat.
Alaska 63, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
Alright, approach mode active. Alright, we're 190, we're descending. 3,000. He's coming back, a lot's going on right now. There we go. Alright, we're slow enough for another notch. I got visual.
Going to 210, Y001.
Qantas 720 Super.
We are 12 miles.
You turning again, maintain heading 340, please. Please comply. 340.
Maintain 340, Qantas 720.
Okay, Qantas 720, that's now your third time you've not followed an instruction. Please make sure you're heading 340 and comply with instructions.
Turning 340, Qantas 720.
Qantas 720, left turn, left turn.
Hey, approach PB 139.
Please for traffic.
Turning 340.
Alright, I've noticed that the 737 can be quite slippery here. on slowing down and descending on approach. So I'm gonna get slowed down early.
Y001, descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000 Y001.
Alright, you're down.
Alaska 116, runway 16 right for the land.
16 right for the land, Alaska 116. Alright, we are on the ILS. We are just below the glide slope, but we are good. There's downtown Seattle right there. Looking good as ever.
Correct, in 2021, expect ILS runway 10 left approach, Portland.
Alright, we'll expect runway 10 left, sorry, ILS or 10 left into Portland, horizon here 2021.
Oh, there's CenturyLink Field. Oh, you know what we should do? Replay mode.
Alaska 466, ILS 10 left.
66, MS Alaska 466.
Alright, checking on our flights. Pro speed was 139. Alright, that's set. We are fully established on the localizer. We're looking good.
Qantas 720 Super, speed
RTO.
230.
Auto brake set to 2. We're parking at gate Charlie 9. So we'll come off 16 right, aiming for hopefully November or Papa. And we'll hold for 34 center. Nice. Alright, coming over to Boeing Field, I think this is.
720 Super, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Qantas 720.
Yep, that's Boeing Field we're flying over right now.
Alaska 142, Seattle Center, good evening. Fly heading 070, descend and maintain. Actually, let's do this. I gotta resequence you. Turn left turn heading 340, descend and maintain.
Captain Wheel in the chat.
Left hand 340, 8,000, approach, last
Alaska 142, ILS 16 right.
Bro.
Roger, right,
These cinematic cameras are so good. They're a little choppy right now, but they're so fire. Alright, speed brake's coming up. Let's get our rest of our flaps out. Flaps 30. We are now on a 3-mile final.
Text the ramp this frequency. Have a good one.
Alright, let's fly it. Let's do some flying, chat. Let's do some flying.
And thanks for your patience tonight.
My controls.
Y001, turn right heading 020, descend and maintain 4,000.
And right turn to 020 down to 4,000, Y001.
Alright.
And Qantas 720 Heavy, speed 21, sorry, Qantas 720 Super, speed 210 knots or less.
210, list Qantas 720.
400.
Alaska 142, turn right heading 070.
Right turn 070, last
300.
Qantas 720 Super, turn right heading 070, descend and maintain 3,000.
070, descend
100.
3,000, Qantas 720.
30, 20, 10.
Qantas 720, please repeat heading.
Right 070, 070.
Correct, 070.
There's the first high speed. We'll take the second. A bit aggressive on the rudder pedal there.
And Qantas 720 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,000.
Manual braking.
Descending 3000, 2070.
Yeah, chase plane adds a lot of
116
bumps.
on Papa, cross runways 16 center, 16 left. Taxi northbound on Bravo, enter the ramp spot 55.
Alright, 16 center on Papa, Bravo to stand 55, last 116.
Good afternoon, Center, Alaska 69.
I think I said that right.
November 5, push start, Juliet.
United 3772, ILS 16 left.
Alright, it did tell us across.
United 3772, ILS 16 left.
United, ILS 16 left for United.
Yeah, we're on Papa.
Heavy.
And he gave us stand 55.
Alaska 69, push approved tail north.
Push approved tail north, Alaska 69.
Alaska 142, turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 6000.
Right turn 160, 6000, last 142.
I'm surprised he cleared us past both runways. Alright, we're stand 55. Is it left or right?
Y001, speed 180.
And slowing it back to 80, Y001.
I'm just gonna stop here.
Quantum 720 Super, turn
Woo,
right
we
heading
made it.
130, join the localizer 16.
Now we gotta find out where we're parking.
Turn right 130 for the localizer 16 left, 11070.
And Quantum 720, 7 miles from Douglas. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Did he say
Maintain
Delta 50?
170
Chat, do you know what he said? Did
Douglas.
he say Delta 55?
170 knots, clear for the ILS 16 left, 170.
Alaska 142, right turn heading 200.
Right turn 200, Alaska 142.
Y001, right turn 25.
Spot
right turn
55.
070.
Oh.
Right turn to 070, Y001.
Is there a spot? Let me check the map. Spot 55. Okay, I see it. Okay, yep. Okay, it's way to the north then. If that's
Air
what he
Canada
said.
562, contact Oakland Center 132.2. Good night.
That's way to the north. So I guess we'll be parking at the north satellite parking then.
Alaska 172, maintain 180 knots.
That was fun. Fun flight. I still haven't buttered this landing on here yet. But I'll get it.
Alaska 142, check altimeter, confirm 2971, descend and maintain.
Alright, we got land lights on, we got APU on.
5000, 2971.
Intro coming off.
Speed, 170, Alaska 142.
Beautiful airport.
170.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, welcome to Seattle.
Center, Southwest 40.
Local time is
on the ground at Portland with information.
8:45.
Delta 9, request push on the kilo.
Local.
Southwest 4028, Seattle Center, push on to Kilo, tail east, expect 10 left.
Temperature
Push on the Kilo, tail
here in
east,
Seattle
and expect 10 left, Southwest 4028.
If I can find it.
Full length or echo?
is 5 degrees Celsius,
It's full length.
37 degrees Fahrenheit.
Welcome.
Sorry, 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
Turn, you are 10 miles from Finca. Turn right heading
And partly cloudy.
130. Maintain 4,000 still established. Cleared ILS runway 16 right approach. 170 knots to Finca.
And 170 knots to Finca, we're going to be right to 130, 4,000 still established.
Alright, so we'll get back to parking. We will watch the replay.
Center, Alaska 69, right taxi.
Assuming the replay works.
Alaska 69, exit the ramp spot 66, runway 16.
Well, I mean,
right
it said I had a
16
300,
Delta.
339, I think,
Delta.
for our landing rate. And then we kind of skid on the runway a bit after touchdown, too. Like, we were kind of like laterally all over the place.
Qantas 720 super wind 3.
What profile am I using for the NG on the Motherboard? I'm using a profile that I got from another YouTuber, streamer, and real-world pilot named YourSimCFI.
466, descend and maintain 4,000, turn left.
It's actually an iFly profile for the iFly 737,
left heading 190.
and I'm using it for. I'm using it for the NG.
142, 16 miles.
There is, I believe, a default one for the 737, but I haven't tried that one.
5,000 still established, cleared ILS runway 16 right approach, maintain 170 knots to Pinko.
Heading 190, 5,000 still established, cleared ILS 16 right approach, 170 knots to Pinko, knots 140.
It was 55 right there.
642 heavy, ILS 16 left.
And what is parked right here at November 17? Let's call it GSX.
Good evening, Center United 1420 E360. 1420 Seattle Center, ident.
Alaska.
Seattle Center, FedEx 1473 with you, flight level 380.
Alright, let's get the tax lights off.
United 1420, radar contact 46 miles north of Spokane, VOR, flight level 360, good evening.
And, yep.
White 001, wind 340 runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 16 right, white 001, thanks.
Alaska 466, sorry for the late call, turn right, heading 070.
Alright, there it is.
Join the
Break set.
localizer 10 left.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna not shut the plane off. It tends to cause issues with the replay, and I want to really watch the replay. So
Yeah, that'll work.
what I will do is I will log my flight first on Volanta, and then we're gonna go back and watch the replay. We get off that soon, so we don't cause any issues. Big shout out to Seattle Center. Thank you, man, for the ATC. Great job. Sorry for some of the missed calls that I got earlier on, but I always get really good ATC out in Seattle. Seattle's a very active area for VATSIM ATC. If you look for somewhere to fly that's often active, fly into Seattle area, Pacific Northwest. Alright. Okay, good to go there. Let's go ahead and run it back. So pull up flow, go to FCR. We're gonna save that replay and run it back.
2500.
And we'll fast forward.
300. Too low.
Alright, we'll start off with my favorite camera, belly cam. Stutters, big time. Yeah, the nose drifted a little bit there after touchdown for some reason. But, yeah, not a bad landing. Oh no, I feel like I need to work on my landings. I feel like I could do... Oh, actually, I know I can do better. But I want to do better. Like, I feel like after all these years of flight simming, I should be having much smoother landings by now. Come on. There we go. Alright, can I get an external camera of some sort? Again, sorry guys, I'm still learning chase plane. Let's use spot view. There we go. Yeah, I can rotate that one. Alright, that works. Alright, and play. Come on, stop stuttering. V1 and others are working on a CLS. What's a CLS? I gotta admit, I've not been a fan of this replay system lately. For a feedback profile for yours. Okay, that'd be good. PNG versus iFly? That's tough. I like them both. I'm not gonna stop flying the iFly. You know what? That looked pretty. Besides the wiggle, the actual touchdown wasn't too bad, but it was just kind of a all over the place landing there on touchdown. So I would say that would hurt the rating. That would hurt the rating in my book. All right, what other view? Let's get a. This exterior views are really pissed me. I gotta learn how to work these exterior views. I feel like I'm not doing them right. So let's go back. Do you need emergency services to get it to the gate? Maybe. I gotta say, I do like the suspension on it. The suspension looks really good on landing, actually. I used to complain a lot about that. I don't know if that's a chase plane edition or if the aircraft really does. Like, if you saw that last view in the external, the plane actually really did kind of actually like grab the ground like a plane really should. Oh yeah, there is a tower view too. I'm gonna try that. We'll try that after a couple wing views. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like the landing was buggy too. The landing was not even smooth. Like, not just the actual landing, but like the replay of the landing wasn't smooth. It's like choppy, which is kind of killing it for me, honestly. I don't even want to see another wing view now. Let's try the tower view. On replay, we'll try tower view. Let's see how this works. I'll go to the chase plane. I don't think I have a mapping for it. I'll go to tower view. And this should just work. Uh-oh, I think it might have crashed. I think it might be crashing. Whew. Maybe not. Oh, we're good. I think we got lucky that time. Alright, we'll get FCR back. And play. Oh yeah, oh nice. If only the LOD wasn't horrible. Yeah, the gear doesn't even show up. The plane's too far away. Dang. Dang. That sucks. What other options do we have? Yeah, we're not gonna stick around this replay too long, guys. I can't watch this for too long. I can't. Let me go see. I think they have like a nearest runway option too. Yep, they do. Can I see? What does that look like? Let's see. Gear goes down for landing. I know. I know. Alright, the plane should be here any second. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not going well. This is not looking good for chase plane. At all. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay, we can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's fighting us. It's fighting us really badly. Okay, let's try. We did belly cam. What do you think? Another maybe window view or something? It's like a mixture. It's a mixture of the replay tool itself and it not liking the PMDG, I think. It's not all completely chase plane's fault. The replay tool is not helping the situation. Oh, I know. We'll do this view right here. Alright, it's our last one. Last view. My favorite. From behind the wing. You have the PMDG, but you can't choose if you should get iFly or not. I'll tell you what, iFly has a pretty massive update coming. I don't know when it is coming, but I know they're working on a really big update. And that'll be a good time to pick up the iFly. That'll be a really good time to pick up the iFly. So keep an eye out for it, man. I don't know if it's going to go on sale, unfortunately, but I know it's going to keep getting better. And if you're a Boeing person and you want some variety, outside of just the PMDG version, the iFly is still, in my opinion, a really good option. In the Phoenix, at least, mine was smooth, other than the cinematic crash to desktop. Yeah, the replay tool completely breaks the Phoenix for me. Completely breaks the Phoenix. So it sucks because the Phoenix has such nice wing views and such a good looking plane. The gear doesn't come down. Like, it's so bad. It really is so bad. Alright, this is legit the last one. I'm gonna say our goodbyes on this landing. Guys, thank you so much for welcoming me back with open arms. I know it's been a while. It's been a few months since I've live streamed, and again, I do apologize for that, but I also explained why that was. So I'm gonna try to be more regular. Again, my goal is to do at least one stream a week. I may not always be able to accomplish that, but that is going to be my goal. Still look out for my videos. I'll still be posting videos whether I live stream or not. You will see Blue Games videos coming out for Flight Sim, for Train Sim, and various other games. So support those if you can, if you want. And yeah, jump in the chat and say what's up, say Merry Christmas, say hello so I can wish you a Merry Christmas. Flight recorder on TO works fine. I may have to do that. I may have to just completely abandon the in-game one and use flight recorder or something, because the in-game one is a train wreck, man. There are rumors that there's an update in January. For what? Locat? Update for what? For the iFly? That will be cool. That will be cool. I tell you what though, iFly is very competitive. And when they see all this hype surrounding PMDG, they're gonna be on a grind. Noticed how when PMDGs first started previewing the PMDG 737 for 2024, how iFly jumped in there and showed some preview screenshots of their own. Like, hey, you know, I know you guys think the PMDG is cool, but hold on. we got something cool we're working on as well, right? So iFly is not just gonna let PMDGs walk all over them. They're out here to compete, and I think they are competing. So I think that I'm happy to have both the PMDG 737 and the iFly in my fleet as options to fly, and I'm gonna keep flying both of them. I do really like the 737 from PMDG. It's a great aircraft. It's very flyable, very reliable, very well made, very clean and polished now. And the iFly is a very good plane as well. So we'll be flying both moving forward. But until next time, guys, thank you Digital Merc, thank you Lowcat, thank you True Blue, thank you Cass, thank you Demolisher, thank you Big Jess Gaming, thank you No Gear, thank you to everyone who came and stopped by, Swishy Slashy, Sheer Insane, Trail Rider, Captain Simp, all you guys, Captain Will, Midwest Gamer, Merry Christmas, Monty. And again, I don't know if I'll stream next week before the new year is over. If not, wish you guys a happy new year as well. And guys, as always, until next time, remember, you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And hey, if you play Star Citizen, hit me up on Discord. Seriously, I actually legit might hop on tonight. And if not tonight, I'll be on in nights to come. I get on pretty regularly. And don't forget, we also have our DCS Mad Dogs group too. So if you're looking to fly with some people on DCS, we have a Discord for that. Come through and join us. Alright guys, I'll see you guys. Have an amazing night. And again, Merry Christmas. See ya.